If you want to win this M24 anti-tank grenade, all you have to do is make sure you comment down below, make sure you guys leave a like on this video, and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you follow those 3 steps, you'll be entered to win this anti-tank grenade in next week's video. Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 41 of building the Sinai Desert in LEGO Battlefield 1 style. And without further ado, we're going to hop right into this episode. We got a lot of progress back there. This light is kind of in the way right now, hiding all the progress, so we're going to jump right into it. We're going to talk about what's new on the mock right over there, so let's do that right now. Alright guys, so I'm working on the foundation here. This is basically where we left off last week's episode, and I'm trying to figure out where to put the door. I'm going to do a 4 stud wide door, and I started measuring, or I counted the length of the front and back here of the house foundation, and it's 27 studs by 27 studs, so that's an odd number, and that would make the door off center, and that would not only annoy me, but a lot of you guys probably would notice that it's one stud, off to either the left or the right. So I extended it by 1 stud, so now it's 28 by 28. So now I'm gonna have to reposition it down on the plates with the jumpers, and then we can start working on, centering the door in the front. I'm probably gonna do a back door either on the left or the right back here, and then we're gonna do probably 2 windows and then 2 windows there. So let's get rolling on this, and we can start really just once we get this foundation done, we can start just building straight up, and it should be pretty straightforward. So let's work on that now. Alright guys, this is what I have so far as the second building goes. So what I did was I fixed the odd number of the dimensions. It was originally 27 studs by 27 studs, now it's 28 by 28. So I just increased it by 1 stud on the length and the width. And then I took it off the jumper plates and I rotated it and actually put it down on the studs so I could build up to this far. Then I slowly, popped it off all around the perimeter here, and then I put it back on the jumper plates. Luckily, the jumper plates still lined up, which is nice. Then I took some 1x2 plates here, and I'm basically using those as spacers to keep the building level, because if I don't have any jumper plates, it's going to be like laid down on the corner and just be resting on top of the studs, which is not what you want. And so I'm using these 1x2 plates, really just the very top corner. I'm just using the corner, not the stud, just the corner, just to keep it up and spaced up, just that 1 tile thickness. So that's what these plates here are for. They'll be blended in once we add some foliage and whatnot around it, and some sand berms and whatnot. So what you see right now is kind of the first floor bare bones. We have the doorway on the back left. We have the center front door. We've got a window on the back, 2 windows on all other 3 sides, and right now I use these 1x1 bricks here as a spacer, just like with my other house. So this is going to be the first floor. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a balcony right here, build up a second floor, then the second half here will be built up, and then we should be done. Once we get the roof done, hopefully we have enough parts. We might actually run out of 1x6 white bricks, or just white bricks in general once again. So I might have to order more of those, but we are definitely getting very close to getting this building done. It's actually coming along very nicely, and then I'll take the 1x4 tiles and put them in, to complete all the windows and whatnot. Let's see, anything else I can think of? So that's kind of where we're headed. Hopefully we can get, basically it's probably going to be, I'm going to run out of these bricks here. I don't want to go into my supply of smaller bricks like this, because those I try to keep for detailing and whatnot and filling in gaps. So it's probably going to end where I use up as many bricks as I can. My prediction is I'll be able to get this floor done and start the balcony. So let's see what we can do with the parts we have. Let's keep going, guys. Let me know how you guys think it is so far in the mock in the comment section down below. Let's keep moving on. Okay guys, so I have made the roof. So what I did was I took one 16 by 16 white plate, then I took a bunch of 4x6 white plates. I'm actually running out of these, which is surprising, but then again, we did use quite a few on the building over there. So took those plates and I built this giant plate here, attached it with some 2x4 reddish brown plates. So now this sits perfectly over the top here. So now we're going to do the outline of the balcony here in tiles. Then we can start working on the second story here. Now, I don't think I'm going to do any interior. You can see I did some white tiles there. That's just so when you're looking in the doorway, you see there's actually some interior, kind of tricking the audience there. But that's just because I don't have time or the money really to do a detailed interior. And I think you guys much rather me power through this mock and get to the next mock. So that's kind of what we're doing here. So this is going to go on top here. We're going to work on kind of the balcony because that's probably all we're going to have the parts for. So let's start working on that now, and I'll keep you guys posted. Alright guys, this is what we got for you. So I'm going to go handheld on this video clip here. So we're going to start on ground floor here. So what we got done in this episode is we got this ground floor laid out. We modified it from being 27 studs by 27 studs to an even number of studs, which is now 28 by 28. So if any of you guys are replicating or trying to make a good sized building, 28 by 28 is a decent sized building. Now this is at an angle, as you can see. The way we did that was we used a combination of these jumper plates here. They're called jumper plates just because they go from 2 studs to 1 stud. It kind of jumps up the brick, I guess that's kind of the term. So that's how we got it at an angle here. Then we used these 1x2 plates here. Now you can see how I'm just using the corners of those just to prop this up. So it's just resting on those corners there. You can see when I wiggle that, it's just simply resting up and down on those corners. Then what we did is we took some white tiles, just did a little bit. So if we're doing any interior shots, like I did it for this here, if you're doing any interior shots like this, it looks like there's somewhat of an interior. We won't be able to do much of an interior simply because of time and money. So that's what we got here. We've got 2 doors, one in the back left corner, one in the front center. We've got 2 windows on all 4 sides except for the back side, so all 3 sides except for the back. Now I thought about making this a longer window. I might still do that, I'm not too sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm really liking the position of this building in regards to our reference picture here. It's giving us just enough room here to kind of have an alleyway, and I think it's going to look really cool. So moving on, we've got this. So I took a bunch of 4x6 white plates. I was able to use one 16 by 16. I really should have made this 32 by 32. That way I could have just used 4 of these. But now after looking at it, that'd be a little bit too big. So I think the 28 by 28 is a perfect size. So we made kind of this massive plate, and we used some reddish brown plates to connect all those plates together. So this is kind of the second floor work in progress. Now we can't go any farther because I'm basically out of white bricks. That would only get me a little bit further, so there's no point of me putting those down until I get more. Now let's see here. What we did on this is we've got the balcony done. I was originally going to split this straight down the center and do half balcony, half the rest of the building. But then after looking at it, it looked kind of weird, so I moved this out, I believe like 4 studs. So this would be like, I don't know, what's half of 28, 14. So this is probably like 10 studs wide, and this is probably the remaining studs. So that's kind of what we did here. I was able to get all the tiles done there. And then we also, I don't think I mentioned this, I got all the tiling done up top here, except I do need to put some tiles down there. I can do that right after this because I did get in my order of these tiles. If you guys haven't seen that in a haul video, I believe that's a haul video I did recently on my YouTube channel. Feel free to go check that out. So we got all the tiles done. Then I just scrounged up the tiles, the 1x6 tiles, 1x8s out of that bin there for the balcony. So this balcony is done. It matches the same height, or at least it should. It actually looks like it's a little bit off. It should match or be close to that same height of the other building's balcony. Now what we're going to do eventually here in the next coming episode, I think I can get it done by next episode, is finish this house. We're going to make the doorway. We're going to do windows once again. Build this up, do the roof, call it good there for the second building. And overall, I think these are turning out great. Probably not going to be doing this little trick here on this building because simply in the reference picture, actually now that I look about it, it does have that in the reference picture. So we will be doing that on the top floor. So we will be doing that same technique using the headlight bricks and the bar pieces in reddish brown to give it that like stick look. I don't really know what else you'd call it. So that's what we'll be doing in next week's episode. We're going to cut to the giveaway winners for this week's episode in a minute here. Just want to say on the rest of the mock, we're getting parts in for the field gun kits. That's something a lot of you guys are excited for. We've got all the wheels here. We've got all the parts over there for them. Actually, I got all 3 orders in, so I can start working on those. And if all goes well, that might actually be released by next week's episode. So guys, set aside like $12 to $20. I don't know how much they're going to be just yet. I still need to price them out, but that's where we're kind of at for that. Then this, I'm going to have to order some dark tan bricks because this is not going to cut it. The plates is taking way too long. We can get that rolling, get that done. Then we do have to work on the water tower. I do have pieces, I just haven't had the time to work on that. So basically we're focusing on getting these town sections rolling out. I'm really happy because This took about, I think it was 2 episodes. This one will take 2 episodes, then maybe another 1 or 2 to do the rest. Then we're gonna call it good on the town section, guys. So we're gonna cut to the giveaway results right now from last week's episode. Then we're gonna wrap the video up after that. So let's do that now.
Alright guys, we're going to be picking the winners from episode 40 of the Sinai Desert here for the anti-tank grenade. So let's do that right now. Here we go. 1, 2, and the winner is 3. Boom. Angel Carrillo, Clone Trooper, can I buy some Lego guns from you? Well, guess what? You got a free Lego grenade. I guess that's kind of a weapon of some sort. So all you have to do here is personal message me here on YouTube, Angel, with your full name, full address, and zip code, and I can get this anti-tank grenade out to you. So make sure you do that. Personal message me here on YouTube, and we can work this out. So let's move on to the last part of this episode.
Alright guys, we're going to call it here for this week's episode 41 of the Sinai Desert in Lego. So if you want to check out last week's episode, click right here. Make sure you guys check out the full complete playlist right here, and make sure you guys subscribe right here so you don't miss another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great and wonderful week.